Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Let's start to play some Blitz games, and if anyone wants to play, send me challenge. Okay, let's be sure everything okay and start. Okay, I think everything is right. Hello Sadmex videos, how are you bro? So I'm getting a little bit high rated. Yes, I lost very much, but I think I'm bringing it back slowly. Okay, let's start. Sadmex videos, do you have Twitch or not? There is a link and I'm doing other streams there. If you have Twitch, please follow me. I am fine, thank you for that. Yes, I'm trying to gain it back. Well, let's try to play this. C5 F4, E5 Vina, right? Okay, Setmax videos, I will be happy if you have. I don't know why I can't gain followers there. That's very sad I'm doing streams and no one is watching in Twitch. Okay, anyway. Maybe take is trying to that or not. He could even take the knight, take the pawn, and then we'd fork one of these pieces. Start make videos, and if you want to play, I will play. I can play with you, okay? Say me about that, if you want. Okay, our position is getting more complicated. Queen d3 not blunder c2. e5. Okay, let's do this straight and kick the knight from f6. Just f7 should be in a really huge pressure there. How can I take? Or even I don't need that, I'm not sure. Bishop takes. What should I play after that? Okay, let's bring the knight. Yes, that makes videos, you're absolutely right. I will try to do that. What should I play? Can I check sacrifice a pawn, but I don't know, I will trade this with his bishop. Okay, let's kick the knight first on f5. f5, c6, everything can be moved there. Let's see what will happen. I would like to bring this bishop activity, but now that's closed from my queen, which was defend this pawn on c2. Now we push that forward and okay, queen g3, why not? If he castled, I will try to bring my bishop on h6 and take something from his position. When g7 is under attack, very good move is when opponent trying to bring the bishop and protect this. That's why I like to defend this f6 square. Okay, probably he missed this pawn. If he had some rook g8, I would say probably I'm, but not really. Okay, now we can check, and now bishop can take d6, right? Bring his king on d7, which that means he can't castle. Okay, I thought e7 because in this way he's gonna sacrifice his second pawn, I don't know why. Okay, even knight takes some discover check can be. King here I will mate from b7. Okay, not bad. Let's take this and the knight back. I can even try to bring my bishop, and the rook on d1 won't be bad. Take another one. Which one? Have I another Take or not? Okay, 6 isn't hang. I would like to see it hang. Anyway, let's defend the knight and d4. Oh, not d4 because I will open this diagonal for his queen and probably some activation in his position will be, so I don't like that. d3 is more complicated move. d3 bring the bishop out and then the rook sounds great. Okay, now nothing is under attack. Let's bring activity and let's be sure we are not blundering anything. Even we can try to get these trades. We are up 3 pawns. H-file. Okay, but still I'm trying to see can I trick him and take some figures or not. How should I? His strength knight bring and even sacrifice on e3 or f4. And the idea will be attack on g2, right? Let's bring queen on f3. See if he moves the knight, we will trade the queens and that should be winning endgame. You know, my g2 square was very weak, that's forcing me to go back. Hello, Icebear. How are you, bro? Knight back. Okay, I have a really great idea, and then f6 check, knight takes, queen trades, and I will trade anything and everything and try to reach endgame there. How are you, Icebear? I'm fine, thank you. X and then e6, right? Okay, he took with the knight. Let's do this. I have 3 pawns against his figure. There is a fork on the rook and bishop. Really? Oh no. Where is it? I can't spot it. In the end game, it's just at 3 pawns, I will say better than 1 piece. You can win even with 1 pawn, but you can't win when you have only 1 piece. That's the problem. Okay, this pawn is defended, but how can I make advantage? Probably before and open this a file for Maruk should be great. Okay, I'm not seeing my king side. And even doesn't need. Okay, that's with a check. Which one? That makes videos. Knight back we can take. Okay, and then before is coming. We will have about 4 3-passed pawns. How many? So I can try to win this. Just pushing c4 and b-pawn. We need to be sure we are keeping these pawns with each other. Not blunder anything there. Even b5 to protect this bishop. Somehow some attack with the knight and something, you know? My bishop could be lost. Okay, let's go b6 and if I check I will take the rook. Okay, I see pair next one with you. If I check that will be discover check, if not my pawn is so tricky there. Also if I were black I would like to bring my king forward and protect this pawn from queening, but now he can't. All these squares are defended. c6 won't work, check and his rook will be gone. When your queen was in the 7th file. My queen burned, her queen f3 was great move. Just I protected g2 from him. Knight back, I will check and how can I defend this b7 there? The king is going closer. And then bishop a6, right? Or even I will have enough time to bring c6, yes, that's sacrificing a pawn. Ah, okay, I thought I can go c1 and try to take the knight. Now I can't. I'm losing on time. I did just a move, you know? Do not lose on time. Really bad time pressure. Okay, let's resign. I see better. I'm waiting for your challenge. What happened? Okay, let's wait some seconds for him and play. Atmos GD, can I play you please? Okay, bro, you can. First, find me on chess.com and send me friend request. I will play with you, okay? After this. We will finish this soon. Ah, see, I couldn't pin him. Okay, no matter. Let's straight knight c6. If he takes, I will have really great pawns on that center. If not, bishop b4. I take and his pawn structure will be very bad. So when his pawn structure is destroyed, you can try to move endgame with trade all these pieces. Wait, what? I'm having trouble understanding you. I am saying you can find me on chess.com. That's my username. And we will play, okay? Okay, no worry about that. Atmos GD. Find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Well, I'm bringing very good attack on the center. His pawn structure is destroyed, but he has really great bishops there. Also, they are protecting very much squares. Thank you too, bro. Okay, takes, pawn takes, and bring the bishop. Where can I? Or even the knight can jump to attack on his bishop on e3. Just if I take should be great, but I don't think he will give it to me. A move that I will take bishop b7 at that time. Okay, he's defending. Very great move actually. Bringing more protection on the center, which can't be bad. Okay, let's trade. His rook is going open, but actually I'm trying e5 and then bring the bishop. Sounds great, right? Takes, no problem. If I take, just his pawn structure will be great. Just in the center and these double pawns won't be. What about knight g4? Force him to go back or defend, doesn't matter. And queen h4. Just his king side isn't very well defended. So from h4 probably I can do anything, something attacking there. Then f5 even. What if I try to bring the rooks? For that I need very much moves. But can I or not? What if I don't defend my rook and play queen h4? Yes, he has to defend this from mate and not to take the rook. Okay, I got tricked or not? I am better than my rating between 10. How much is your rating, bro? You know I reached 2200 in rapid and now I'm not like that. Okay, we all losing yellow. You know, so bad. Knight back. I just lose more than 400 elo. How much you lost? Just Saura, hello bro. Do you want to play? He hangs this pawn. If I take with the knight, f7 will be hanged, but let's take with a queen. I have one piece and one pawn against this rook, and I'm gonna say I'm not very bad. Ah, okay, or am I? I got tricked there. Rook check. Okay, I forgot this d file is open. I'm gonna lose or not? Okay. My rating is 300, but sometimes play like 1100 rated, it's weird. That's really cool, bro. Prepare, send me friend request on chess.com and next one video, okay? What we have? Alakhin's defense, right? You are moving your knight first time, but you're getting really great position. I don't know how is this happening, but anyway. Also, I like Black's position, and also in this opening, I like. But you know, the knight isn't defending f6, so if I were Black, probably I'm gonna bring another knight on f6. Because you know, knight on f6 is main defender on that king side. Actually, h7, h5 protection is very nice idea. Queen c2, I'm getting out from this pin. If he takes, his pawn should be lost. And then I will take. So that doesn't need him. Can I bring the knight? Okay, I don't need take and bring his rook in a really good file there. Or this e6 should be a little bit unprotected or not. Or something like that. Okay, I would like to bring my bishop on d2 and attack on this diagonal. Hit some targets. For example, g7 is weak. You know, some bishop f6 will cut my bishop from the diagonal, but I think that's great one. Rook e1 is coming. This open fight won't be bad if I bring that. Okay, let's bring other pieces. Knight c3, knight d2. I would go knight d2 if there's knight was pinned there. And there was a risk to take the knight and, you know, destroy my pawn structure. But now if it's not, I will bring on c3, which will hit really great targets there. Queen e4 probably after this rook e1 and try to take something from his position. Just if not, I am forcing him to defend, right? Even bishop moves I will take, no problem. Even d5, just I would have a little bit dark square weakness, but you know this e-file shouldn't be mine, like now I'm protecting this really great. Okay, only way, because if I not take, you know, rook takes knight back, that's won't be good. Free pawn? Where is free pawn? Free pawn. No, there is not. d4 is protected. And he also hasn't. Okay, we are getting equal position. I think knight b5. Just I will forget, I will take one of that pawns. Rook where? e1 probably. Because this e5 is him, just I will try to trade the rooks. Because somehow if I move the knight rook b2, then he will try to ruin my position like that. So we will see. Okay, attack on the bishop. With the queen, you could took the pawn on b7. With queen? No, I couldn't because my rook were hanged. He will take the rook. Okay, knight back, but I don't like that backward move. It shouldn't be a mistake, but I don't like to go back. You know, like that you are losing tempo. Bishop e3 if he not to take, just his rook will be cut from that diagonal. Okay, that's why he took. Knight b5, rook e2, right? For that rook e2, I don't like to go knight b5. But there can be some trick like c6. If I take the pawn, my knight will be trapped on a7 and rook can take. At most GD, that won't be a mistake, but You know, I don't like to give him so much positional advantage. Positional advantage is more valuable than piece advantage, I must say. Okay, see, he lost 2 pawn. He played c6 just. If I take this pawn, my knight will be trapped. That's why I take d6 and time 4. Rook b8 should be only defensive move, but he didn't play to save his pawn on b7, because his rook will be really bad at the time on b8. That's why this happened. If we attack, okay, what is he trying to do? Let's see that. There's a question that you need to ask yourself before moving. I'm up 2 pawns. I can't play simple and get some trades, get some fast pawns, and if I trade some pieces, that should be much easier for me to win this game. But you know, that's not still completely winning or losing for him. d5, rook takes. Yes, absolutely, I will take with a rook because, you know, I don't like to create isolated pawn which hidden supporter for another pawn, and I'm gonna lose that, you know. Some isolated pawns in this position won't work, which is also close to king. That's why side pawns in that endgame are more aggressive pawns called than central pawns, which are very close to king, and king can defend with 1 or 2 moves later. But for side pawns, there were really hard journey. Why he sacrificed it? Ah, okay, he's trying mate. What he did? If I bring my rook, he will mate from e1. Really crazy move. Why he tricked? He could even go there now or not. I can't understand. If his rook weren't hanged, I should be in trouble. Why he hangs the rook? Okay, now that's not made. I'm a little bit confused what he thought to do that. That's going to be brilliant tactic, but that didn't happen. Okay, he resigned. He was down bunch of pawns, and actually, you know I'm up exchange. Utmost GD, where are you, bro? Did you find me on chess.com or not? Still, I don't get your challenge. Let's play very much with him. And if you are ready, Atmos GD, tell me about that and we will play, okay? And anyway, if anyone wants to play, find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Okay, d5, that looks like a French defense. Let's pressure these pawns and try to take. There should be some tricks there. Knight f5, just push that. If bishop g3 and risk to take the knight, okay, no worry, I will take, and in that positions, I'm going to play more aggressive push that pawns. I could pink the bishop on b4, but you know, these dark squares will be weakness for me. I like to keep my bishop on e7 because that's why I bring the knight first, and then the bishop I will bring. Takes pawn takes, we'll see. Can you send me challenge? It's not allowing me for some reasons. My username is Storm GT10. Okay, bro, I will send you challenge. I think 3 plus 2 is okay. Ah, okay, if he takes d5 should be hang. Did I miss that or not? He's trying to trick me, you know? If I take, then my queen will be on d4. He could check from b5 and my queen will be undefended on d4. You need to be sure you are not blundering anything. That's why I'm going to bishop b7 and get out from the check, right? If he tried to do. Okay, let's check. You know the idea. He crosses king way. I can take this or not. I think I can. See, he tried to trick me, but he got tricked. Okay, really great. knight takes. And d5 is weakness for him because before was defended that great, but now it's not. Bishop takes, knight takes, doesn't matter. I will take it back and I will be up a pawn and have really great position. Because for this pawn chain and my bishop is active. It's not bishop c6 and hit this diagonal somehow. Takes, no problem. But I think he can't castle anyway. Queen d2. He can even take or even b2. Yes, but if I take rook b1, I will take a2 and b7 should be hang. What should I play after that? Bishop c6. I don't know, that should be a little bit risky, but because I should be up the pawn. Oh, or even if I was hang. Okay, let's take e5. I forgot about this, which is really cool. Okay, bishop c6 and oh, I have almost my old pawn chain. Yes, the bishop looks like a pawn here. Where the queen on f6 probably. Because he has light square bishop, I don't like to bring my pieces on white squares to avoid from that attacks. My castle takes, I can take with a queen, right? If not, you know, my queen should be under attack. I can't take with a pawn, which I would like the most. Because my pawn on d5 won't be isolated, and my rook should be open with tempo, right? But I think I have a little bit weakness on my king side. His bishop is doing a great job. Made threat, I expected that. What about g6? Yes, that's crazy good move. I am cut his queen and bishop from my diagonal and he needs to bring these figures on that h5. I'm trying to do something like that, but for that he needs very much moves there. Rook e8, I would like to get it a flank. Not a just second rank after the trades. It should be down upon that. It's a little bit risky, but I'm trying to do that. My a7 should be hang. No rook takes, they should be unguarded. Not doing that, but that's giving me tempo to bring my rook on e8. Check the bishop forces to move, and I would like to even sacrifice the pawn on d4 if I can. Just to bring this bishop activity. Okay, now everything is guarded. Probably he was trying double the rooks, but move your bishop first. Can I check and trade? Or because my rook is very active there, I can even not to trade. Rook e3. Okay, bishop d3 I'm expecting you. If not, bishop b1 shouldn't be a mistake. Why is he sacrificing? If I take, he will take with the rook and take my queen, okay? That's why I'm going to check first. From c1, right? If I check from e3 and, you know, I'm getting out from this pin and taking the bishop, but if queen e3 check, just queen f2. Okay, not queen, the rook, and after this trade, his bishop won't be hanged. The difference that after rook f2, I could take the bishop. But from e3, that won't work. Because I haven't attack on touch, right? Let's take with a queen because we are getting this really great second rank and g2 is under attack. Okay, we can take and lose f7. Okay, wait a minute, please. Okay. If we take f7 should be lost and then h7 he will try to mate. If I take, sack the rook. Rook takes, I will mate, right? My because for my bishop. Or even d4 right away. This pawn is hang. And you know that's well before. Okay, sacrificing, but there is no reason because he was down exchange and he's down a rook here. Well, he blundered mate in one, but you know that's should be losing for him anyway. Atmos, I'm gonna send you challenge. If anyone wants to play, send me challenge. Okay, I found you, bro. I'm gonna send you challenge. If anyone wants to play, write into chat and find me chess.com. I will play and explain our game, so probably you will understand more about chess. I will try to help you how much I can. Lexic code. Hello, bro. Okay, I see, but let's play with you one more game and then one more time with you, okay? You played great, but you know some one or two tactics I'm trying to troll you. You know, you need to work about that. At most GT, yet I send you challenge. Yeah, probably it's disconnected. Not worry about that. Let's play with Messi Cup. Bro, if you already told me about, tell me about that, I will play, okay? Okay, I suppose you are not noob. You won me very much. Don't say about that to you. Can we play? Okay, bro, we can play. First, find me on chess.com and send friend request. I will find you and we will play, okay? Okay, I see, but why you disconnected? Somehow I accepted your challenge. Anyway, let's play another one. I like the forward have really great center there. Okay, he hints if for now my pawn structure isn't great, but I'm up a pawn. Queen c7 to pressure the knight more because, you know, he takes, he will fork there. Well, even up a pawn. Queen c7, I'm bringing some attacking ideas, and then bishop d6 is coming. Takes, he can take with a queen even. What should I play? He's not threatening anything, right? Because that spin you need to be careful, you are not blundering everything. Bishop take b5, just bishop a5. I think he need to take. Well, which he's doing. He can't take or something, his knight should be hanged. Let's pressure the knight and force it to go back, or even f4. Takes. I don't know. If f6. Knight back. Okay, I think I'm winning a material there. f6 I'm forcing him to go back, but even d3 to protect the bishop won't work because I'm pressuring more. d6 he will take with the knight. I will take. Should be bad, right? Okay, no matter. Let's move the king. e7 f8, he will check with the knight, and that should be nice for him. King d8 should be same thing. Okay, my tricked or is he tricked or not? His no move won't work. He will check and take something. No, I'm not GM bro, but I would like to be. Thank you for that anyway. Here's check. No, am I going to lose my rook? I was very close to take the knight from here, but I'm gonna lose the full rook. So bad. Okay, check. We will take and okay, even this going to be trade with one rook against this bishop and queen. So he can even take the bishop. Okay. Rook takes, bishop takes. Which position, what position we will get? Okay, that's with a check, very bad. I will up a pawn here, and you know my position is more active. Takes. D6 is under attack, but am I need to care about that or not? I have really great and really much pawns. If I defend that should be great. I don't like even to take c3. You know I will bring his knight activity with with a so fast idea after. Okay. Queen where? Queen f4, c3 will be lost, or queen b4, b2 will be lost. Okay, let's play that. I want very much pawns there. Pawn takes his knight is hanged, that's why I'm pressuring more, and queen like to be in a really active positions, which I'm bringing. Please don't forget to like this stream. It will spread a lot. Knight takes b2, his knight should be hanged. I don't know how much is that is hanging in this position before this. Very much, yes. When you are trying to attack on a species, still is just losing a move to bring the knight on knight c3 is coming. Why is he playing so aggressive? Sacrificing all his pawns, and I could even take the knight, but now his rook is in trouble. So I can't take the knight anyway. But because I don't want to be up down a pawn, I'm gonna take the knight anyway. Rook b1 is all moved at getting out from here. I will take, rook takes, and I'm very happy to see that d7 is protected. If it weren't, I could even lose, why not? Knight d6 is coming. Probably that can be bad or not. Okay, that should be great for me. Knight d6, I will sacrifice the queen and make a new queen with backrack checkmate. 1 days ago I joined a local tournament in my town. There was 7 round. I got 4-7. I got paired against Xian first round. You had a really great opponents probably. Okay, bro, you played great, that means. Wish you will play another tournaments and win more. What should I play? Can I trap his queen? I think I can. I would like to sacrifice the bishop and rook h8. Now h8 isn't guarded. That should be a great idea, yes? What is this? If I take rook d7 check. Yes, king e8 is coming. And what should he play? King f8, I will blunder. Ah, yes, mate in 3. And queen check, knight back. But you know, if you see this, you should be 1500 or more. That's why I played king e8, and now his rook is under attack. If he takes, that's why you need to push one of that pawns forward to not get backrack checkmate. He sacrificed the rook, but he forced to go back for a reason. Because I'm up 2 pieces, I am trying to play the rooks and win that endgame. Did I blunder or not? Ah, okay, I shouldn't do that. Now the rook is hanging here. It's gonna take with a queen, right? Rook takes, will blunder, back, checkmate. Okay, let's go g5, not f5, because f5 f6 is defended from the queen. Rook check, and that should be made. The price was $100. You will get it one day. f1 would have saved you. f1 or f8? No, the f8, I would lose that, how I say, mate in 3 there were. Try to see that if not, I can explain after this game. Jotty crude. My position isn't bad, I have 1 piece and 2 pawns. Knight g4 is coming and f2 should be under attack. Okay, I need to play fast. I'm not thinking what I need to move there, because there is really great time pressure. That's every second can be my last. Very exciting boards, right? g5. Okay, I tried even to go g5 before queen d1. I'm bringing the knight in activity. Rook is under attack. If I bring my knight on g4, should be greater. Please get your rook from the d5 so I can bring the queen. Why sacrifice the rook? Okay, really great. I have only 6 seconds. Thanks me because I added increment time there, so I'm not gonna lose on time probably. Okay, see, I missed queen h7, knight h6. That should be the only move that I won't blunder anything. Even he can check and reputate this position, I think. Okay, what should I say? Why he did this just... He didn't see his queen was hang or... Well, I thought he would do mistake like this. But I got tricked there. Really bad. Yeah, really bad was that. And now let's see what if king f8, how Jadik Root said. Okay, see this position. King f8. He could check knight g8. And from f7 will be made, bro. That's why I didn't play that. Let's accept a super challenge and let's play. I also lost one time to him. Let's play Alekhin's defense. I don't playing this opening too much, but let's try, why not? Before d6 he takes, right? In that openings you don't have to move your piece second time, but you are bringing your knight third time and having really great position. I don't know why. Okay, thank you for understanding, Jadik Root. How much is your elo? Okay, g7, let's castle how fast we can, because this e-file is open somehow. Rook. He can bring the rook and some other pieces, checking ideas. You know, when he's checking his, that means he can forget, make trouble. King is weak spot in that whole game, you know? Kings are most disturbing pieces there. 1704. Okay, play with you will be interesting. If you want, we can play it. What about f6? But because this diagonal should be open, I won't play that. Is that your maximum elo or not? Or right now? Knight c6, and somehow with d5 I will bring the knight on d5. When you are playing Alekhin's defense, just you are bringing one more piece on that queen side. So if you are bringing the knight there, you can try to work on that queen side. Rapid, not blitz. I'm like 1400 in blitz. Yes, my rapid I reached 2200, but my blitz is very low. You see, 2200 is more when we are comparing with 1600. Never played. Okay, can be. What should I play? Okay, how I said, if I were really great defended from us, c4 is under attack, that's why I would take as white. Because how we can defend c4? If not, take knight d2, but you know, backwards move will block his position. But you know, my bishops are great. I would like to take and damage his pawn structure, but I would gain darks for weaknesses there. What should I play? What is queen trying to do there? I think nothing. Okay, let's don't worry about that. And I have really great center. My pieces are active, and now I need to create some attacking plans there. Okay, my rook was blocked there. Just bishop g7, go back for defend only move. Even queen e7, that's should be pinned, but he moves the bishop. I will mate. Even I can try to trick him. I don't think he will get that, but anyway. Check. Okay, king g8 and this under attack. Were probably d4. Okay, he plays. I think I can save the bishop. Okay, that's not in a trouble. I can bring the rook. Okay, if rook takes bishop g4. I will get this pin. That's why I need to take with a queen. But when I played rook a5, I don't think that I need to take with the rook. Just some improvement. So I'm trying to double the rooks. Queen g5 takes. I don't know, this deep one will be last pawn. That should be defended, but if I take this, if I should be him. That's why I'm not trading. F4. F4 won't work, but you need to be sure you are not blundering anything. I am trying to see most aggressive moves in his position, which can make trouble for me. Okay, now rook e8 is coming. If he takes, okay, we will get it, and our pawn on e5. And for support, we'll play f5 and e4. Even block his white square bishop, which somehow is doing a great job. 377 elo, can I play? Hey bro, for sure you can. Did you send me friend request or not? Send me and I will play with you, okay? You can even not send, but I will understand which one is your account. Lexical code. Okay, what should I play? Knight back and overprotect d5, right? If he takes, knight takes. My knight on b7, b6 is doing nothing. That's why I'm bringing the knight. Thank you so much, bro, too. Even I can fork there. Okay, he can get out from here with take the rook first, which is doing pretty cool. But if he tries to keep his bishop alive, probably only move should be bishop back, which should be very bad further. Parę John. D'abord, tu wąskas. Lexical code, I think I got your challenge, your friend request. Next one with you. F2 and H2 is a little bit weakness. I'm trying to bring my pieces there. Probably Queen F6. I will pressure this B2. B2 too, I'm gonna say. F5 now, F3 won't work. I can check and bring my knight to safety. He wants to take and make this passed pawn, but now he can't. Okay, I think he's gonna make he made or not. Here, king h1, rook. Okay, queen g1 mate. I'm winning this. The only way that he can save his position a little bit, that's queen sacrifice on f2. If it's not, I'm gonna mate from g1. Let's double check. He can't take the knight off the head from check and GG. Well, we played really great game there. What are you thinking about this? Okay, Messi Cup. After I'm gonna play with Lexical Code and then we'll play that one more time, okay? Lexical Code is yours. Just comment Lexical Code is your YouTube, right? That's why I'm thinking that's your account. Okay, be ready. I'm going to send you challenge. Let's wait until he will accept and let's be sure everything okay here. Okay, some seconds until he will accept the challenge. Why are you lexical code? Jā, saprastu. Kukurdzēba un senmats mēģinš ko. Why is your blitz rating this lower than rapid? I don't know why. I don't like blitz so much and I'm not playing with my whole powers. Probably because like that. And I'm gonna say my calculation and memorization are great than my fast skills, you know? My fast skills aren't that great. If you compare my calculation, I can calculate if I think are just 15, 16 my best moves, I will say. But in Blitz, you don't need to think so hard. You will lose on time. That's why. Okay, bishop e7. I'm a little bit worried about e5. But let's say this is a very simple position when you are not trying to play some openings. You are bringing your pieces in a really great squares and waiting for what is my opponent gonna play so I can defend my position. Okay, d4 I forked it. You need to be sure you are not blundering anything and you need to see opponents' more aggressive moves. Now in this position that was d4. I will say that's only attacking move in his position. They are making trouble. That's why you need to try to kick opponents' pieces and so on. Try to move forward. I reviewed our game. Okay, what is saying? I would like to bring the knight and trade this because... Okay, this trade won't work, this fork won't work. Okay, then I'm trying to trade the knight which is protecting h2. Because my bishop is really good in this diagonal, I can try to bring the queen and some mating threats on a h2. If I can't mate, that's a plan which I'm trying to use and make some trouble in his position. That's really great one. Oh, hello, Bolafish. How are you, bro? Now queen d6 is coming. I can even just bring some activity, and because I'm trying to attack on his king side, the attack on queen side won't be a mistake, but anyway, that's really interesting. Is he gonna see this mate or not? f4 will be a really great move, which will close e5. Okay, I don't think that's the greatest move of all time, but because I'm gonna have these white squares, why he gave it to me? And probably rook back and bishop f1 to protect this side of the board should be greater. Okay, let's take. That's not a trouble for me, I'm gonna say, even that should be nice. e4? Where is it? e4. Probably e5 he wants to stay. e5, I will block my queen side and bishop diagonal there. I don't like that move for sure. And you see, now I have really great bishops and all these diagonals are open and I'm gonna try to mate from h1 g2. It says played with 73 accuracy and you 83 accuracy. I made one blunder and you can't play with 1450 rating value with 1950. Really great. Yes? Okay, can he make some trouble with queen g2? Queen g2 that should be pinned and only move, I think. Queen d6 and c7 should be. I do not queen c7 won't attack on his bishop, but queen d6 will attack. So if you can make trouble for his position, go for it. But he will try to this pin and I needed to move to queen from that pin. That's why I was a little bit worried about after queen d6. Anyway, I can even push this pawn on f4, just fix my bishop. Somehow he can't kick that bishop because the rooks are nothing when we are comparing the bishop. If rook takes, that should be down exchange, and somehow because he has white square bishop and no other small pieces, you can't take the bishop from after f4. Now you can pin the queen back if he takes by just moving the king. Okay, thank you for that. That's actually a really great idea, and after f4 just I saw it with side eye. I am rating your comment and I saw that move. And yeah, great move was actually a really tricky and he got tricked there. Really nice vision from you. Take the queen. Okay, I'm gonna take the queen. For sure. You know, f4 was a really great move if we don't say that I can pin and take the queen. Wrong timing. Yes, really wrong timing. Just see, he's very unlucky today. Okay, I'm forcing him to go back. Okay, even forward, which is really aggressive. And mating 1 instead of mating 3 or 4. Okay, let's send him rematch. If anyone wants to play, find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Thank you too, bro. Bishop take queen. Yes, we can say that, why not? Bishop was mouse. And we trick him like that. Could have had the queen with the bishop. With the bishop. I think that's exactly what we did there. We should have just took the bishop. With bishop. My bishop was pinned. How could I? Probably I'm mistaken or not. I'm not sure. Okay, now we are playing Alien Gambit there. I'm wondering some sort of sacrifices. Just our last game there was sacrifice too. This is coming. Okay, he's playing main line, which I'm happy to see because I played very much in this main line. So that's 90% is winning for me. Can I say that or not? Castle, rook e1, knight e5, kick the knight. No, I know this opening very well. That was a lovely game. Okay, bro, thank you. If you want, we can play a rematch. You played actually really good. You didn't play like 400 rated. You played really great. Both of tactics are true, but on the third sequence, I think his queen take the bishop and pinning. It was correct, but one move later, his queen was just. Okay. That means he was trying to do that fast plan and take the bishop, but you know that didn't happen. It was really cool idea from both sides. Okay, let's sacrifice our second piece. That weren't not down with 2 pieces. That's very risky to play, but I think I can handle this. Prawie Jericho, huh? De lewko was. It was me going wrong. Let's bring the rook. If he not take, I will take queen g7. I will pin like our last game where. Why is he sacrifice? Okay, if I take. Another knight takes and knight takes and fork, but I can get out from here. I'm a little bit, I will say sure. Queen g6 takes. Okay, but my bishop shouldn't be loose. That's a pin and some checks are coming at queen h8. King f8, queen h8 here. I will take at least a rook from here. Can you see that or not? Hello, Brilliantor. How are you, bro? Okay, check. Or wait, can we take g7? We can't take the rook. if he takes... If I can't mate here, let's play simple and take the rook here. Oh, microphone is okay, but thank you for that. I'm wondering some sort of mates, but I don't know. Okay, let's do this. We should be up nothing because I sacrificed 2 pieces. That should be mouse click for sure. You see he mouse clicked there and you know. Okay, bro, no need sorry. How was your course going? I don't know. How are you first? You can't understand that. Okay, my bishop is trapped there. Very bad. How is gone? Why didn't take the bishop? The next move we will go to take the bishop. It's the question, how can I defend? Okay, my bishop is trapped there. I can't save my bishop. Very bad. Check, king e6. Is that bishop gonna lose or not? But we have extra pawn there. And okay, we will have 2 pawns there instead of 1 piece there. Okay, brilliant. A really crazy one. Really good joke was. Okay, I have 2 pawns there. Before and when his bishop is on white squares, I would take to think my pieces on the dark squares. Nightbot doesn't like you, I see there. If he takes, he will lose the bishop. And even I'm trying to get my rook on second rank and get these pawns back. If not, take that, you know. Take bishop, take check. I will win a7 pawn. Why did you suck? I didn't suck, I couldn't defend that just. Check and a7, right? The difference now I am up 3 pawns, but before that I hadn't passed pawn. Now I have. Okay, that's great. How can I take? Because a pawn is supported from my rook, just I'm taking with another one, okay? And all these are really great defended. He can't take without his king, but king is very far from that. Okay, we tricked him. I thought we were gonna lose that. Nightbot pairs are coming. Okay, really crazy joke. But Nightbot, see, he is responding to you. Okay, another trick here. He didn't need to sacrifice the rook, but I tried traitor. But if he wants to give it to me, no problem. Okay, who wants to play? No, I'm free. If anyone taunts 1,000 block, I will start new one. And if anyone is new, find me on chess.com, send me challenge. And between, thank you for the video you told how to make edits in Elite Motion. I made an edit, I will send the link. Okay, bro. I will be happy if I see that will help you to improve. Hello, Misha. Where are you from? Probably from Russia. Yes, now, Ruski. Okay, let's trade c6 and then d5. Also, queen a5 just, I will have really great fifth rank just. That's really clear for my queen and c3. Just, I need to attack on these pawns, which, you know, isolated and double pawns. And we're really great in that endgames. He's king in the middle, that's why I'm trying to break this center. And bring the rook and some other pieces into attack. Rook e1 to have this. Then what? d4. Okay, I thought his queen will be hanged, but not really. His two bishops are great. We did try to trade that. And bring another one here. Takes. He will untouble his pawns. I don't need to take, but his bishops are greater. Rook e6 to protect. Rook e1, another rook. I will break to not get that. To not give him that e5 to him. Okay, nice move it seems. You know? Rook d6, bishop e5. Rook back takes. My king side will be destroyed like his queen side. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the link. Okay, send it. If I takes. Okay, my pawns won't be doubled, so I'm happy about that. And queen can't jump right away after bishop take. Or even queen g5 can be moved actually. He isn't playing because queen g5, if I hang my bishop back, f6 should be hanged. That's why I'm protecting. Okay, let's take her position anyway. e6 is hang is seeing my weakness very well. If I take a3, lose this pawn, but you know I need to keep that central pawns. But how can I? That's a nice question. Here c6 should be lost. Okay, how can I save my position? Probably c5. His bishop is doing great here. Actually, some squares that's still undefended. d5 with a check, right? I think that's a broke position because our kings are exploded and who will be in trouble. Just another one can go forward with some checks. Can you watch it in stream? Just kidding, you don't have to if you want, you can. That's a little bit lagging. I just opened 4 apps for just, that's very much, and that's gonna be like very bad, and 30 minutes we are going to see that. I will see it, I will see that for sure, and chat, please follow him if anyone can, because I think chess edits should be great. Also interesting. Also did some chess edits. I'm going to push the opponent. That's very hard when opponent has a queen. And also you have a queen, but you have passed pawn. You have passed pawn. That's probably really great. He's up a pawn, but queen a3. Because if h5, he will check from d7 and take the pawn from a4. Let's try to push it forward. Queen a1. I have 6 or 7, 8, I don't know, some moves to get it, but he can keep checking and make a draw. I watched your tutorial and do the same things. Was that helpful? If you want, I can make another edits. a4. Okay, I'm trying to push that forward. He's trying to trick or keep that checking. I can even bring my king on that queen side to protect the checks with my queen. That should be crazy idea, and how much moves I need for that, I don't know. That's not mate, right? Let's take this c3 to prevent from queen e3 and some others. This pawn will go slowly forward. But I'm not sure if I need to go a4 right away, because I can keep checking and take this pawn from here. If I lose this pawn, probably that's I'm gonna lose whole game. And now I'm wondering some queen trades. If I trade the queen, this passed pawn will make a new queen. Side pawns are very dangerous than central pawns. That's because his king is very far from mine. Okay, if I push this pawn, he can try to make a draw here. Okay, no make a draw. Try to checks and take the queen, take that pawn here. So I'm wondering some queen trades and win this. If not, if he keeps checking, we will see. I don't need that pawn. So okay, take all it if you want. But still this undefended. Oh, okay. Queen d8 check actually could be. How can I trade the queens? Check here. Okay, let's keep checking and we will see. King h3 here, king g2. I don't know. In every place I need to keep this pawn alive. If we trade the queens, that should be winning. If I lose this pawn and we trade the queens, that should be losing, you know? That's why one pawn can change everything. But if I were red, I would like to some checks and make this draw, but somehow he doesn't need draw there. Okay, this pawn is going forward, and then queen b2. I will force him to go back. This pawn is hanged, let's defend with king where. Okay, e7. He can't check. He hasn't checks, just all the checks are closed, which I'm happy to see. He won't disturb me sometime. Even now he hasn't, which I'm happy to see. So I'm slowly but constant pushing this pawn forward. Takes that should be lost. Okay, b3. I will be happy so if you can watch my editing stream, but you don't have to. Okay, we are checking it. We are moving this pawn forward, make a new queen. Brilliant, or how I said, if I open YouTube and see video, that should be very lucky. Actually, when I'm going one account to see in chess.com, that's very, very much lagging. I would like to see that right away, but for sure now I can't. Okay, how I said one pawn can change everything. Let's be sure he is not making queen with a check, right? Even I could bring my king closer. But you know, you should be at least 700 to try that you can win this endgame. You know, I'm speaking about queen against king and pawn. When even the pawn on g7 and king, for example, on h7, you need to keep checking and bring his king in that g8, for example, forward to his pawn. Actually move your king one square. Try to win that. Aha, chciałem. Uważki challenge. Brawo, challenge. Okay, let's play one more time and who wants to send me challenge? Still I hadn't challenge. Okay, Vaina Gambit here. They're sacrificing this pawn and f4 is coming. f4, d4. Okay, now everything is guarded. If he takes d4, I will undouble the pawns on c5 that have really great center. Bishop c4 and castle to pressure f7. Okay, then bishop e2 won't be mistake, but that's a little bit touchy, which I don't like that. And thanks for tutorial. Thank you too, bro. Thank you for watching. Bishop c4 and castle to pressure. What if we castle sacrifice this pawn on e4 and rook e1 d5? Bishop back f5. Okay, I will lose a pawn like that. Just I would like to sack the bishop and knight e5 to take it back. But now d6 is defended. Queen d3 to guard this and castle, right? And even this pin, because my rook is going to support e5, d takes e5, and some other tactic that I can pressure his position. If he even castle on queenside, rook b1, and I will have this open file, which I can even be more happy about that. Okay, let's go here. I think if he castle, I will sack the bishop on a6, takes, and will be mate. He needs to think of another thing to defend, probably b5. Really creatively, why not? Now that's under attack. Okay, let's go e5 because the knight is not pinned. I will take with the knight and I will fork his bishop and queen. He won't lose a piece there, but actually f7 is hanged. So because bishop and knight is attacking, queen is nothing about this. If he takes it, I take with the knight. That should be almost losing for him. If I were black, probably I will take the bishop. Between can we play? Yes, brilliant, or we can takes, queen takes, or take a pawn and take the knight. And then he needed to bring his knight safety to not lose that. I will take g7. Okay, sounds great. Because if queen takes, that's our attack should be over. He should be down a piece if we do that. If not, not even everything is in his position is fine. So much calculation. Yes, you need to calculate very hard in chess when you're trying to get some high rated. Even I'm not very much high rated, but I'm trying. Rook e1, king d8, check. King c8 will be very good to defend it. Bishop g5 and preventing his king from going queenside. d7 check. King here. I will take the rook. Okay. Should be great. If he takes, he will lose exchange. Is it clear for you or not? How he will gonna lose exchange? He could even take h7 to attack on the rook, but at the time he could castle. He could castle, his rook should be guarded. He couldn't castle, he will lose the rook for sure. Yeah, I think he blundered. Well, his king can't move. And d7 f7 closed for him, and check. He needed to protect, but there is no good square. Bishop from g4 could defend actually. Probably lose the bishop like that, but that was unstoppable. I don't know even how could black get out from here. Okay, let's play this. Brilliant, or next one with you. The parent we will play. Who is new? Find me on chess.com and send me friend request. We will play. Okay, I am playing Varina Gambit one more time, but I don't know. Down 1700, that's very tricky opening. My opponent blundering pawn, I don't know why, but actually my opponent is really aggressive, Just when you are moving f4 or as black f5, that's not easy to spot these threats. Actually, some checking ideas that can be end with helping our position. That's the reason. Okay, d4 is just simple development, bring really great squares. Bishop d3 and e5. e5, I will kick the knight from here. Okay, first let's castle. I will kick the knight, and queen h3 is coming. Okay, no worry about that. I'm not trying to work on the center. Bishop f4, queen will check. It doesn't matter. Queen h3. bishop here, and if I go d5, his knight should be under attack. And actually from my jet I'm trying to mate. I have a really crazy idea. Bishop f4, I will kick his queen from here. But king h1 first, because if he checks, I need to go king h1, and he would have enough time to defend from e5, you know? e5 idea is just kick the knight and mate from h7. So bishop should be open there. e5 takes... Okay, now that won't happen. Sadly won't happen. I don't know why he calculated bishop d6, or that was lucky. Because that's really preventing from e5. If knight takes, I can pin and take the knight. That was the whole difference. e5, queen trades. Take, right? What should I play? I don't like that straight, but I don't know what should I play. Okay, let's do it, because his pawn on 6 will gonna be isolated. I am not taking 12 to give him really great center. I would like to bring Torok on 4th rank, so let's even try to fork him. That means that I'm forcing him to take the bishop. If not, you know, he doesn't need to bring his bishop in a really great square. For example, e7, because you know, that's working on queenside, but there is no much matters that he bring his pieces on queenside. GG yet. Oh, hello, bro. I didn't see you very long time. How's your uh, how's your taste going? Are you trying to improve your chess or not? Okay, let's not give him this f-file. Let's get this traits. Do not take, I don't have to take. Would like it some traits, because I have a bishop, and you know, in that endgames, because very much squares are open, bishops are great. Think better than the knights. Okay, no problem. Yes, he had fork, but you know, I'm checking at getting out from that. And slowly I'm bringing the king forward. c2 is under attack, really great spot there. Here takes, he will take with another knight, right? What should I play? If b5 he will take and c2 will be undefended. That's why d5. If he takes, c7 will be hanged. That should be the only move that I'm not losing a pawn. Takes c7. If b5, that's very much difference, you know. In this time I will take with a pawn. From b5, bishop takes, c2 should be undefended. Now I said I need to keep my bishop. That's really great, protecting very much squares for him for jumping. Okay, everything is defended. Besides b2 pawn, and no, we can't make attack on there. a3 force knight back. I don't know. Now let's see whose endgame skills are better. Even we can try to trade this. I like this because two knights are so tricky. If you see two knights, probably you need some trades there. Okay, d3 will be idea, and he will king f2, d3, he will take the pawn. Oh. What should I play? Okay, king f1. I am trying to bring my king on that queen side. Now he needed to bring his king closer to the center, which I don't know why he isn't doing. Because this pawn push is going to be mistake there. Okay, this bishop is coming. We need to keep my bishop on this diagonal and not plunder this pawn. But anyway, here his knight can't jump, probably on d4. Okay, from default, that squares or that attacking squares will be crossed, which I'm happy to see. King verse b3. Okay, how can I win this? Okay, how I said, let's bring our king closer to queenside. b4, how can I open this? You know, the bad thing about when you have bishop, because opponent can have his own pieces on dark squares, how we see trying to do, and actually you can't attack, but opponent can attack on that old monster. That's the whole difference. Okay, Brilliantor, next one with you. d5 he played. Okay, a really good kicking move. Why not? He doesn't want some trades. Okay, it doesn't matter. Can I sack the bishop or not? If I sack the bishop, I think another pawn I'm gonna win there. Okay, knight c2, he will take the pawn from p4. You need to be sure you are not blundering anything. Okay, knight c2. He will bring king on f2 and b5 should be hanged. If it weren't, I won't play this move. He's trying to attack on my queenside pawns, but instead of that, his kingside pawns are a little bit weak. Okay, we get trade, and you know my king is doing a great job. That should be at least draw if I not lose on time. That's why he needed to support his pawns with his king there. Knight c3, bishop c2 to protect e4 too. But his time is getting lower, but we have only 5 seconds. We need to be careful. Very careful. And in time pressure, knights are hilarious. So they can make trouble with some working ideas. Okay, how could I not play in that 6 seconds? I hit 6 seconds. Okay, not 6. Anyway, how could this happen? Oh, that's for sure lagging. I played very fast at 2 moves, but how I spent 5 seconds because I lost 3 seconds and twist increment. I don't know. Probably about internet. DK how much is lagging. You are seeing I watch your edit. I see that I can highlight. Okay. Where are you, Predator? Okay, if you be ready, send me challenge. Who wants to play us? Now I have a challenge. If anything is wrong, Predator, say me about that. For example, you can't send challenge or you send so much. Chesscom doesn't allow you. Okay, no problem. Let's play another one. I send, okay. I'm waiting. Let's wait some seconds and play with him. Okay, I started new game accidentally. Wait, I will report it. How can I? Okay, Perliator, where are you? Probably not a variant you are sending to me or not. Okay, I got this. Exit Halcott. I think you will wait until I will play with him and then with you, okay? I'm playing with him first time in this stream. Okay, what happened? Okay, please send me challenge one more time. Okay, Kenan, Brilliantor, send me one time. Okay, let's play one more time with him and then with you, okay? Because you said rapid that should be a little bit um, long time than this. And then I am gonna play with you rapid. Okay, in this position, when your opponent playing c3, not take that pawn. You will have really bad activity there. It says you have sent too many challenges. Okay, after this, you can send challenge, okay? And I will wait. Bishop before e7. Okay, if before bishop d2, if he forces me to take bishop on c3, we'll do great job. So I like when I'm keeping my bishop on that at games. Bishop g5, probably I needed to go h6 to just prevent him from some ideas with g5. Can I go d5? I'm trying to open that position. Okay, let's try to open this b file for me and have really great activity on that center. See, everything is defended there from my pawns. And he has only one. Okay, now e5 isn't guarded, so d5 should be risky move. I don't know working or not, but risky. Queen b6, we can try to trade the queens. That should be more faster, you know. I'm trying to double the rooks, and I don't need to spend moves. Just I can spend with disturbing him from doing his moves. His plans, I'm gonna say. And bringing my pieces in active squares. Bishop e3, c5, but d5 will be very weak. I think rook back at that time. So he missed his pawn on that center. I have 2 pawns that he hasn't any central pawn. Okay, f5 and 4 will be a really great idea there. Just, you know, this pawn structure will be great. And probably kingside attack because I'm not bad so much. You know, my pawn structure is very good, and because queens are traded, he hasn't so enough pieces, I'm gonna say, to make trouble in my position. That's why that can be idea too. Bro, you need to see all that one moves ahead to not blunder anything. He blundered the pawn and then another pawn and then the knight. Okay, thank you, he didn't blunder the rook. Okay, d2 and f3 is under attack. If I take with a check. Okay, I think I can bring my rook on this king side, which should be a great idea from me. Because this file is open and this king is a little bit on trouble, there is no piece left at defending the king there. Wait a minute, am I trapped my knight or not? Oh, I can't move. But you know, if I go rook g6 for this king to go back, f3 will be hang. Rook c2, that should be even made threat after knight f3. Should be really crazy mate. But let's see, okay. I thought I went g6 before that. How could that happen? I thought I played rook g6 already. I'm doing like this, you see, and I'm thinking I played that That was the idea. Very bad. This pawn is hanging out. Okay, bishop is active. Another one is coming. Mr. Fork. Where? Not a fork. A fork. I think I didn't miss. After which move I missed it? I'm not up anything now. Where is it? This a6 is hanging and he would have this passed ponder. Oh. I'm trying to take this pawn on f2 because some mate threats even can be. And bishop h4 is coming. He can defend, but no, bishop b6 is enough for that. He takes d6, we will trade the rooks and a2 should be lost. But anyway, that should be a equal position. Endgames are so hard. Okay, that's why I'm saying that's a pin. Doesn't matter if he takes. Or is this matter? I think yes. Rook g1 I can't take. Rook h1 I can. Or even that's not be up a piece for me. Oh, hello Fares Nasser. How are you, bro? Okay, now I can't take, but my bishop is under attack, that means. What about bishop g3? Yes, bishop g2 to also defend this. What he did. Why he did that pre-move? Was that pre-move or not? He spent 4 seconds, so that's not a pre-move. Okay, thank you for that. Rook b6 I will fork. Okay, please wait a minute. Okay, sorry for that. Hello from Uzbekistan. Hello, bro. Probably you are first viewer from Uzbekistan. Or did you join my stream yesterday or not? Okay, he said from Australia, if I remember right. Okay, we can even do this pre-moves if you want. If not, it's okay, I cannot to do that. Okay, and that will be made, that's probably 25 moves or not. Let's wait until he will get made there. Ah, okay. They're really great pre-moves. Brilliant, or are you here or not? It takes c3. Now we have really great center. It's really tricky actually, this c3. Fares Nasser, what happened? What emojis? Okay, I'm gonna castle the king my rook on that open e5. I think he's bullet clear because I think he's playing bullet very fast. Probably better than rapid. Knight back, knight e5. A take will be mistake because his remain pawns will be in trouble. I can take 2 pawns and lose my knight, but then rooks will be forfeit, so I'm not risking anything. Where can I move the bishop? Sorry, the knight. But this game he's starting to play really cool. Knight c6 will be move if he moves the knight. What if I take d5? He takes, his knight should be hanged, but no, he can't take because his bishop is protected. Check. Yes, the check and trade is. If not, he will lose the exchange there. He has it, I believe. And rook e1 is coming. Rook b1. If he mistakes, his bishop should be lost because for this pin. He mistaked this. He did it accidentally, probably. Now his side is open. Let's check and take a5. Why are you even looking at chat while playing chess? That's why I lost 400 elo. Okay, I thought king 8 because king c8 is mate in 1. I did primo by mistake, okay? King d8 will save him from mate. Yes, he's playing. So, what should I do? Okay, king c7. d1 is defended. Let's not think about this back checkmate, which can't be. c7 is undefendable. If rook a4, I take rook a1, bishop f1, bishop c4. That should be bishop loose for me. That's why h3. And somehow, still one more time, he can't defend c7. Okay, I'm pushing the pawn. Bishop b5 could be moved, but after c7, if he didn't, if he don't move the king and rook, I will fork. Okay, he's doing. You missed bishop mate, maybe yes. You're right. I missed that. I didn't think he would gonna king c8. That's mating one. He played really clear. I didn't think he was gonna be mating one there. Okay, bishop on b5 because after c7 he can't protect because this cover check. If he even takes, okay, how was it? He needs to get out from this check after with king d8 probably. To also bring it more close to this pawn. Why f8? Not d8, I could check at king c8. What should I play? Couldn't move that forward. Okay, that's pin which he can't defend. I'm gonna make a queen there. I've watched your several streams and like it you stay calm while playing, even it's loose. Yes, I like that calmness because when you're playing aggressive, I don't know, like your inside is being aggressive and you are losing too much. That's why you need to become very calm. Thank you for that. Yes, you understand that. I'm trying to keep my calmness. And that's queen for a reason. Rook c3 when front work, you know his rook should be lost there. Okay, chooses to take the bishop. Your Bobby thoughts 9-1-1. What 9-1-1? You lose. Yes. Even happened that why not? And that's mating 3. If king h5, g4, king h3 here, rook bring. I will take with a pawn. On push, maybe 6 or 7. Okay, let's do this Primus. Pawn takes. That should be made. Okay, that's not was probably talking about all that games which it means. Okay, really great Primus. What are you thinking about this? How it was? See what I did. I started my Primus after where king h4. No king h4. After king h5. I did this as Primus. Yes, Ikaru brain, why not? Godmodeon, I will say. Who played Tanki Online, he would know about that. Okay, let's play with him one more time. Sicilian defense one more time, right? It's my favorite opening against black. But even very much players in higher rated players are playing f4 against Sicilian. E4 Sicilian f4. Just bringing their pieces in the king side. Okay, let's get this center. Also, c3 this f5 and bring the bishop. Takes. Yes, d5 should be open. And some knight takes. Okay, if he takes with a king won't be mistake. That's backward move which I don't like to play as white. A king takes and king e2 break the rook should be, I think, better. Okay, e5 to defend this pawn somehow. If he tries to attack and then e5 to defend, should be hard for defending for me, right? At the time, we need to be a move before that. Bishop e6. Just think about that. Bishop g4, he will kick you. You have to go back, right? If not back, bishop e2 in this position. You need to be sure you are not blundering anything and don't let your opponent to kick your pieces. Because kick your pieces are bringing his some activity. They are forcing him moves. Ladies and gentlemen, get popcorn and soda to watch this like 4 hours live or 2 hours live. 2 hours, I'm gonna say that probably should be my last game. Forest Nursery, if you don't want to play, that will be my last game. Knight c7, rook d8. Yes, probably I'm missing something here. My construction will be bad on e5. I'm happy to see it didn't play that. What about put pressure? Because my rook isn't under attack, we can move the bishop easily. Even this pawn is gonna hang, you know? Bishop. Okay, I will take with the bishop. Or even with the pawn to get this passed pawn, but can I try to push that forward because d5 is close. That should be very hard to take with a pawn and even keep that. I'm not telling about even pushing that forward. F5 and bring my rook activity because on f8 that's doing nothing. And there is no good square that I could even jump. Takes, my bishop should be under attack. If I take, can't take. If he takes with a e-pawn, he won't blunder anything. Because if he takes with c4, I will take rook takes and d5 should be lost. Okay, he sees that, but bishop h3 what a move. I could even not to take, but I'm trying to simplify that position and get less pieces than this. Go to the end game and trade some pieces, do you know, because I'm up a material, to keep my up material position and win this. Oh, that's attack with 2 pieces. I believe bishop d4 will be only move 2 card. No, rook e8, bishop d6. All that moves can defend this, but only one time. That's the whole difference. But because he took 2, that's 1 card, that's 1 card. So I'm cutting his defender from there, and I would move a piece very far from the rook defender. Now my bishop is great, but actually his bishops are doing a great job. I would like to get this straight and open this fight. And a really great position on that second rank actually will be really great attacking ideas there. Okay, he's missing this. That's typical his blunder when he's moving the pawn and didn't see what is that pawn did before that. Rook d1 I can't take with the bishop. I will blunder the rook. Okay, this pawn isn't under attack. I thought a second that can be under attack. I'm gonna say there's no reason to play rook b1. Let's do this pre-move. Probably it's gonna miss or not. 400 players when this is a little bit far they are. I don't know why they are blundering. Okay, I can try to bring my rook on that silent mater. Okay, let's not blunder this pawn. Rook c7 he could take, and that's not about pawn, that's about that bishop should be very active. Okay, you see I got tricked, but I don't care about that so much. Even another rook was hanged, you see? Can you play me? But Tesuna, yes bro, I can play with you. Rook f1 and take that, I will say free rook should be great. Probably from time pressure she will lose. But Tesuna, find me on chess.com and send me challenge. I will play with you, okay? This should be even draw. 99% that should be draw. That depends from him. Can he defend or not? If he can, should be draw. If he can't, I will win. Yes, that's maybe sounds crazy, but his king is too far from these pawns to protect it. Here king b4 to not lose anything, because in his last move he's gonna sack the rook. But you know, I would have one extra pawn there. Okay, I have a queen. Really great. King move. And b2, right? That's discover check. b2, okay, check and take my queen, no problem. I will have another queen there. Okay, let's force his king to go corner and bring our king to mate him. Here and from b3 mate. Okay, GG. Did you find me at his sooner or not? Okay, let's play another one until he will send challenge to me. Okay, lexical code. Thank you for games. That's very crazy, but I'm gonna lose this game in the 10th game. But you know, I had 4 pawns against your rook because your king was very far from my pawns. That's why you lost. Okay, let's play another one. Have I any challenges or not? Okay, let's play another one. As soon as if there any problem, you can say to me. For example, you can send or I don't know. Everything can happen. If you send, please say about that to me, okay? I will finish this game how fast I can and we will play. Okay, that seems he's aggressive player. He's bringing early queen activation and some other pieces. He's playing really cool, you know? Rook e1, I castle takes, take only 7. Okay, what about bishop g4 or even f5? He's from my city, your opponent. Anurag Indore? Is that a city? Next me. Okay, bro, but where are you? I can't find you. At as soon as Indore is a city, right? If I try, if I castle. Can you remind your username at as soon as if I have you in my friend list? If not, please say about that to me, right? What if we castle he takes? We take, I don't know. What should I play? I'm trying to trick him. Castle takes. Okay, you know the idea what should be. Castle queen takes another rook because when he's taking the queen on d8, I can't take. Ah, queen killer, sorry. I forgot about you, bro. I forgot that uh, you have my uh, you have my account on your chess.com. I didn't say see you very long time. Okay, next one I'm gonna play with you. I tried to trick him somehow, but how can I? Okay, the rook is defended from the knight, otherwise that should be the correct checkmate. Anyway, let's... Okay, let's resign. I'm being annoyed after this, when I'm blundering so bad. Okay, at as soon as send me challenge. Where are you? Let's find you. Queen Killer, what a name. Okay, sorry Lexical Code, I'm gonna play one more game with him and end this stream, okay? Play my channel and I am doing streams every day. And in same time I'm starting to do this. Tomorrow we will play for sure, right? But as sooner I'm going to send you challenge. I think 3+2 is okay. Thank you for understanding lexical code. Okay, why is this? Pesuna, can you send me challenge? I think I'm having trouble about that. Send it from your end. To him? Okay, I think he isn't here. Isn't accepting the challenge. We can end this stream if you against it. Okay, isn't accepting. We'll play tomorrow and save my channel. Okay, let's accept his challenge. After this, I'm gonna end this stream for sure. To May 10th. Ah, yes. He didn't accept my challenge yet. Here I comment another 3+0. Really aggressive. Sent from your end. What you mean? I can't understand what you mean, sorry. Send challenge? To you or to him? Okay, we have Rhino Gambit on the board. I think my position is already great and I'm gonna trap the rook if not knight c6. Or even knight c6. I can check on the rook b8 check from e6. The up exchange. Here rook a7. Okay, probably only working move. Let's castle and check. King e8 I will. Okay, I will fork. I was trying to say that, but you know, even knight e7 bring activity with defending that position should be great. I had too many hands paired for. Okay, I understand. Okay, we will play one more. I will play one more with you and then I will finish this stream, okay? Bishop check. Okay, I'm sacrificing the pawns and he's bringing his king so closer to my position. Can I sack the knight or not? Okay, I think I don't need that. I'm trying to make him. But now that I'm gonna say that's not working. Okay, that was mouse click. I was trying g3. g3 to prevent him from f4. Okay, take that. I'm gonna check and take bishop back. You see, I'm synced that. Even some mate threats. I don't think he can get out from here, you know? Okay, somehow he saved the position, but rook f5. He can't move his king. Please bishop h5. Okay, really great pawn mate in the center of the board. Well, lexical code, are you gonna send challenge? Okay, let's play with this Korean guy. I played with him one time, okay? 5+0. Here, probably I didn't need to play knight f6 right away. Knight c6 is coming to pressure if I because when you haven't this pawn on d4. Don't do this. Just this e5 is gonna hang. I can pressure this with very much pieces, but there's a question, can it defend or not? Okay, he didn't try. And bishop c5, queen b6. I'm trying to have really great diagonal there. He's even not taking. Okay, and my bishop is saying if I move the knight, I will lose the bishop, but knight f3, I will take the bishop. You know, our bishops are too weak. I'm gonna use this pinning idea as take the bishop and queen c7 can be possible. But actually my position is great, I'm not even central pawn. I have two central pawns, he hasn't even one, which should be great because I am cut his pieces from my side. No takes, doesn't matter how. Even no take, lose the rook. Okay, king f1, if I take the rook, he will take the bishop and my knight should be trapped there. Why you resign, bro? I can't understand. Why are your lexical code? Let's play one game with you and end this, okay? Well, let's set him challenge. That should be our last game if anyone wants to play. Follow me if I didn't play with you, and I will play another stream which will be tomorrow. Okay, where are you, lexical code? Okay, he played. Sicilian one more time, but you can try a little bit like modern defense here. I like this opening, why not? It was very close to win me one time, you remember? Knight f6 castle. Need to be sure e5 won't be possible. Okay, let's go e5. Because if he takes the knight, he could go e5 and try to damage my pawn structure there. Actually, knight e7 and 5 is a moves I could do. What if knight e5? Yes, that's really great defended. I don't think anything can be bad. I can even force him to take, if not bishop h4, his bishop will be very bad on that g3. White square bishop is great. Okay, his bishop is completely blocked there. I can try to work on this queen side a little bit weak for him. Okay, let's double his pawn structure and f5 is coming. I'm a little bit overextending my position, but that's already great. Okay, I didn't open my bishop, close his bishop. You know, I overextended my position, but he can't attack. All that squares are defended, knight can't jump. Probably queen can, but only one queen can't do anything there. In my construction, if I go a5, that should be very beautiful there. Okay, now we need to go there, because if I take, my construction will be damaged. Even he is creating the pawn chain like that. Okay, let's push and open this position. I'm not up anything given a pawn. As you see, but my position is great. So queen a5 and bring another rook should be great. I'm trying to bring all my pieces in a different way active squares, but I can't only bring the bishop. That's like for bishop is bring really protectively job there. Probably d3 should be only move that I can try to bring it activity because these dark squares are closed for him. See? Okay, I'm trying to put pressure here, just that's the idea. I haven't any good idea, but I'm slowly breaking my position in a really great way. For example, this a5 is mined, but he can do something about that. Rook go trades, okay, won't work. I'm pressuring this with 3 pieces. What should I play? And this active piece now is my bishop there. Rook a2, rook c2, queen a2. Yes, to pressure its second rank. If not, I'm wondering some really crazy ideas. Okay, let's sacrifice the pawn. Let's see if you're gonna take or not, but when I read it, player sacrificing a piece against you, afraid to accept that. You see the reason? Oh, that's pinned. Because I'm not stupid enough to just blunder my pawn, which he could take with 3 pieces, you know? Okay. He can even take the bishop, and that should be trade 2 pieces against the queen, but no, his 1 piece is doing nothing there. Okay, this passed pawn won't work, that somehow can't be support from another pieces there. Rook c2, queen a2. Even rook b2 after that to get these pawns. You know, everything can happen. If I trade, my pawn structure will be very bad and his bishop can jump there. King on e5, I will check and force it to go back and knight should be hang. He needs to be careful about that. But even wait a minute here, check king d3. Okay, even he will get mate if he wants to defend the knight here. And you know, some other way he can't defend the knight. Well, his time runs out. Okay, thank you for coming to my stream and follow my channel to not lose my stream. To my streams, and I'm gonna play with you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.